Mini theory. So, just coming off the back of my previous TDX theory, thank you for the support on that, by the way, there is one other detail I forgot to touch on in that video that I've recently felt compelled to. So, a few days ago, I watched Rogue Ordinary's video where he proposed the theory that the Golden Towers were created by Dr. Xenon. They had some pretty compelling points of evidence, but I think we can do better. There is a lot, and I mean a lot more proof that the Golden Towers are once property of Dr. Xenon, as well as evidence that they were created in a very similar manner to the Eradicators. For starters, check out the helmet of the bottom path Golden Juggernaut. Here we can see that it has two little wings on its helmet, or at least that's what they look like at first glance. If you compare their shape as well as their placement on the heads of the tower, we can see that it's practically a one-to-one of Dr. Xenon's bunny ear headpiece thing. Yet another piece of evidence pointing to the fact that they are of her making. But the cherry on top is the appearance of this triangular symbol on both paths. As we have established in my previous video, this triangle symbol can be found on the assembly line map, as well as the TDX Endless trailer, and on all the Eradicator enemies minus MK Combat. I believe that this is a symbol that represents everything created by Xenon while she was still part of the GDA. As we have established before, Eradicators have humans inside them, and effectively act as massive cyborg suits. They were originally created to defend against zombies from the Void and demons from the Calamity. The reason why she would make Golden Towers is pretty obvious, and it's the same reason she would later go on to make the Golden Eradicators. It's just because the gold is stronger and has some powerful properties. We already know this because, well, this is in the same continuity as Tower Battles, and in Tower Battles the Golden Towers are very strong, for whatever reason, possessing almost angelic powers. So, really, what does this tell us? Well, it gives us a good timeline of events as to what Xenon has been doing. The Eradicators and the Golden Towers were both made at the same time, presumably using the same technology. Judging by the fuel cells on both, as well as the red crystals that power the Golden Towers, we can assume that both inventions run on the power of the Calamity Crystal, as seen in that one image. The reason the Golden Towers don't have an overheating problem, while the Eradicators do, is probably due to the fact that they are just kind of suits of armor and not, cyborgs. Also, the Golden Juggernaut does have an ability called Overcharge, which could be channeling the heat that could have led to an overheating, leading to the overcharge, which makes the Eradicator stronger, if that makes sense. This also shows us that Golden Eradicators were created after Xenon left the GDA. We can see that, like MK Combat, Golden 4 and Golden Combat do not possess the triangular symbol of Xenon and the GDA's alliance. Which makes sense because if she's no longer part of the GDA, she has no reason to put on this triangular symbol. I don't think that the GDA stole this technology from Xenon, but rather the GDA simply kept control over the Golden Towers whenever the split happened. The GDA still seemed to be keen on actively using this triangular symbol, examples being the Endless trailer as well as the Vinland map, where the boat that you are defending has a triangle on it. As for why or what significance it holds, we don't know, but only time will tell. Finally, I think we have kind of a reasoning as to why Xenon would have left the GDA, and it probably doesn't have to do with her sacrificing her companion at all, or them making her sacrifice her companion. We've seen in recent days and weeks in the TDX Discord server that there have been a lot of propaganda posters for the GDA, showing them as we've previously thought and been kind of established, that they are a global spanning government that controls all areas of the world. This one image in particular is particularly fascinating to me because, well, it doesn't exactly scream heroic or good to me. It looks like an occupation, with the GDA banners just strung over buildings as the armies march through the streets proclaiming freedom. This could be a reason as to why Xenon left. She's an anarchist of some sort. But yeah, we still don't have the full details of how and why she split, but I definitely think that this is one of the reasons as to why. But anyways, that's really all I got. This is just a mini theory. If you enjoyed, please sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be pressure, I promise. See you guys all next time. Bye.